Welcome to another edition of Mining Life Online, conversations with some of today's most exciting and influential leaders in the world of mining. Brought to you by Canadian TradeX, Central Canada's most prolific trade show producers. Book your booth for our next show today, before your competition does. And now, here's today's show.
It is exciting, obviously, though, to have the first ore shipped to the mill and be right here on the doorstep of that first pour. So obviously, you and the board are pretty excited, and investors are excited to see that. Hey, this is the start of something big.
Yeah, no, it's a really exciting time for us. It's a culmination of many years of hard work, and obviously, I'm super proud of the team and where we're at today. To build a mine in a pandemic is, I think, quite an achievement, and to do so, on schedule and on budget, and delivering the first ore to the mill just yesterday it's an incredible achievement. And so we're really excited about that first gold pour to come here.
And what really has been the secret sauce to this? Has it been, there's always so many people that go into the success that will lead to this particular event, this particular milestone, I guess, if you will. What really has been the secret sauce for Pure Gold to make this happen?
Well, I think you touched on it there. It's people at the end of the day. I mean, I think we've built one of the, if not the preeminent, team with respect to understanding of Red Lake, and in particular understanding of Red Lake geology. Myself, I worked for Placer Dome for about half of my 30-year career, and got an opportunity to work in the Red Lake area at the Campbell mine. I was chief geologist when I left there, and that gave me a good understanding of the geology, and importantly of the opportunity in Red Lake itself. Co-founded the company with Mark O'Day, one of our directors, and he really got a start in Red Lake as well. He was in fact, second place finisher in Rob McEwen's Gold Corp Challenge back in the day, and that kickstarted his career. And so we put together a team that includes 6 individuals that really cut their teeth in Red Lake. And so that allowed us to, once we acquired Madsen, allowed us to apply that understanding. We had a bit of a breakthrough geologically in terms of the understanding of the deposit. And with 300,000 meters of drilling, we're able to build up a pretty significant resource and disclose our first reserves, which we're just starting to work on now.
Yeah. So if you think about that first pour as a milestone, so once that's in the rearview mirror, what about 2021? There's underground drilling to do. There's regional drilling to do as well. What can you draw me a picture there in terms of what you're hoping to do?
Absolutely. Yeah, we see the project as having a really strong organic growth opportunity. We've got a 2.1 million ounce resource in the indicated category at 9 grams. There's 500,000 ounces inferred. We carved a portion of that out in our feasibility study and generated 1 million ounce reserves at 9 grams per ton. But we've made several discoveries over the last few years, things that we call fork zone, wedge zone, rusted south zone. These are at surface. They're part of the same mineral system, but they weren't considered in the feasibility study. So we've always looked at this as a scalable asset, and we'll be working to continue to grow those resources, to study opportunities for expansion and look for that organic growth.
And move a lot of those indicated and inferred into the measured category.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll be looking to improve the confidence of the resources, and ultimately, at the end of the day, what we're looking to do here is extend the mine life and build on the production profile. And I think there's a real strong, opportunity to do that.
Now, I think this is one of the questions I asked you the last time we had the opportunity to chat, and that is really about staffing and, Red Lake and Northwestern Ontario. I mean, if you draw a circle, I don't know, 200 kilometers wide, there's a lot of activity up there. So are you, in terms of staff, are you competing for staff right now? And are you happy, or are you looking to hire more people going forward?
We will be hiring more people. We've got about 200 employees now at site, and that'll grow to about 250 towards the end of Q1 next year. So we are looking to add people. We're looking at particularly the trades. They are getting a little bit more difficult to source. We do benefit being in Red Lake and Northwestern Ontario with such a rich history in the mining sector. There is a lot of capacity for labor in the area, but as we see gold push up again towards $1,900 an ounce, and exploration is growing, mining activity will follow, and it's going to get more competitive for sure to attract skilled people.
In terms of your COVID protocols right now, I mean, every mine is looking to engage in best practices.
Mm-hmm.
They're sharing tips and resources. How would you describe the COVID protocols right now as they exist?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's number one. I mean, safety of your workforce, safety of the communities that we work in and live in is the most important thing. And so it's something that we've taken obviously extremely seriously right from the beginning of the year. And so we benefit again from being in Red Lake. Most of our staff live in Red Lake. They work in Red Lake, and while it's has fantastic infrastructure, it's somewhat insulated from the impacts of COVID-19 to date, which is fantastic. But on site, I think number one, if people have any kind of symptoms, if they feel sick at all, we demand that they don't show up at work, and that's been working pretty well. Safety protocols when you arrive at site include questionnaires in terms of whether you're feeling any symptoms, where you've been, have you traveled. We do temperature checks at the gate. We keep our physical distancing, work from home where we can. Masks in areas where you can't maintain that distancing. So, all of these things are in place. And again, we benefit from having a hospital 10 kilometers down the road from our site, where we can, rapidly test people if the need arises.
Okay, terrific. So 2021, is there anything sort of missing from this discussion? I know that, there's always limitations on what somebody in your position can say,
Mm-hmm.
forward-looking statements, those kinds of things. But is there anything missing from the picture that people should know about in 2021?
Yeah, so we've just started delivering ore to the mill. We're looking at commercial production to come in towards the end of Q1 next year, and as we reach that milestone, we'll give guidance for the balance of the year as we build up that operating history. So it's an exciting time for us. It's obviously a very constructive gold market. We've got a very well-financed exploration program that's ongoing. So we've got 2 surface drill rigs that are targeting regional targets outside of the mine footprint, and we're also drilling underground, looking to make new discoveries and expand resources and reserves in those areas. So that's something you can watch through the balance next year. We will be updating our mineral resource next year. There's about 400 drill holes that we've completed since the last resource update. So that's also another key milestone that you look for in the first half of next year. So it should be a pretty exciting year for Pure Gold.